And we're ready to add. It really is as simple as adding like terms. Now, I have to remind you, what do we mean by like terms? So is 2x squared or 2x squared and negative 5x, are they like terms? No. The variable part has to look exactly the same, exponents and all, for them to be like terms. Does that make sense? So if the exponents are different, they're not like terms. Okay, so we're adding two polynomials together here. We have x squared plus 4x minus 5xy minus 8. That's in parentheses just to emphasize the fact that that's one polynomial. And then we have plus negative 4x squared minus x plus 2y squared plus 7 in parentheses to emphasize that's another polynomial. And so we're adding those two polynomials together. Are the parentheses doing anything here? No. I mean, they're grouping, but other than that, we don't need them to do the addition. The long and short of it is we just add like terms to do the addition. So can you identify the like terms? We've got an x squared and a negative 4x squared, right? Add them together. What do you get? Negative 3x squared. We've got a, do we have a, we don't have a, let's see, we have an x term, don't we? Do we have an x term over here? So 4x and negative x or minus x would be like terms. So what do those combine together to be? So plus, right? Got to have the operation there, plus. And then we have a, let's see, we have a minus 5xy, which doesn't pair up with anything, does it? So maybe I'll put that on the end. And then, well, you know what? So you don't forget it. Okay, we took care of that guy, took care of that guy, took care of that guy, took care of that guy. We can now take care of this guy. It doesn't matter where you put it, really. Minus 5xy. And then what else? We do have a minus 8 and a plus 7, right? So what do those make? Minus 1, right? So those guys are taken care of. And then what else? Plus 2y squared. If you prefer having the variable before the constant, you could reorganize it, make it, after the minus 5xy, you could make it plus 2y squared minus 1. The order of addition doesn't matter, does it? So if you rearrange it, it doesn't matter. Nothing new, right? Combining like terms? Yeah, that's old stuff. Okay. Now we're subtracting polynomials. We have 7 times AD, 7AD minus 7A squared D plus 15AD squared minus the entire quantity 10AD squared minus 3AD minus 15A squared D. Now, do the parentheses matter? Yes. The second set matters, right? So what do I have to remember to do here with the minus? If you want to, think of it as plus and negative. It doesn't really matter. You'll get, if you do it right, you'll get the same answer either way. So I think of it as distributing the minus, right? So I don't have a plus and negative in there. That looks weird when you have that. So let's just rewrite the whole thing. Don't try and do it in your head. I'm going to rewrite the guy in front, 7AD minus 7A squared D plus 15 AD squared. Humor me and just, even though that didn't change, just write it out. Drop the parentheses. And then distribute the negative. What do you get? Minus 10 AD squared plus 3 AD plus 15 A squared D. And then it's just like the last problem, isn't it? Once you do that. So let's see if we can identify like terms. 7 AD, and then we have a plus 3 AD. So how many ADs do I have? I have 10 ADs. Okay, cross it out. You're done. It's not, don't confuse that with cancellation, right? I'm just crossing it out so that I don't look at it anymore because I've taken care of it. Okay, and then is there anything to match up with the minus 7A squared D? 15A squared D. Don't confuse that with, like, that's not the same, it's not a like term with 15AD squared, right? Because the A is being squared here, not here. Okay, so minus 7A squared D plus 15A squared D, what does that make? 8 plus, right? A squared D. Got to have that operation there of plus. Okay, those are taken care of. And then we have a 15 plus 15A squared, AD squared rather, minus 10 AD squared. Are those like terms? If the variable part looks exactly the same, they're like terms. So what's 15AD squared minus 10AD squared? Plus 5AD squared. Now, I didn't actually, well, I don't really need to cross those out, but that's fine. And then, okay, scan it real quick. Did you forget anything? Are there any like terms left? Nope, so you're done.